A CTV News special presentation.
Hi guys. Hello everyone.
Tonight, from Kensington Palace in London.
Hi Lisa. Hi.
Hello, I'm Lisa.
Hi Lisa.
Nice
Very nice
to meet you.
Hi there.
A CTV News world exclusive.
I've done 2 tours of Afghanistan. I've seen some pretty bad stuff. We've never really talked about it. We've never really talked about losing a mum at such a young age. She was quite simply the best mother in the world. It's okay to struggle, then be brave enough to ask for help.
His Royal Highness, Protectorate of Wales.
Amazing experiences I've had in Canada. The Toronto Games are going to be the biggest and best Invictus Games yet. And you will see lives being changed on the sports field.
Prince Harry, Journey to Invictus. From London, here is Lisa Laflamme.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight, where it all started for a young royal born into a title and a charmed life. For Prince Harry, that privilege is also a responsibility and really only became meaningful when he used it as a platform to shine light in some dark corners, a lesson he learned from his late mother, Diana. Tonight, a revealing conversation with the prince about his priorities, his passions, and the people who inspire him most. A royal standout. Determined to blend in as part of the team despite his pedigree. For Prince Harry, this is his crowning glory.
It's brothers in arms, brothers and sisters in arms, which in today's world I think is incredibly important, and it shows and proves a hell of a lot to a lot of people out there.
It's the people here, though, the injured soldiers and their families, the fifth in line to the throne is putting first.
They want to prove to the rest of the world that, you know what, if I've lost a leg, 2 legs, an arm, or if I've been suffering from depression, anxiety for many, many years, no matter who you are, you can fight back from that. And I think that is the key message for everybody to take away from Invictus, is that these individuals are proving, if you have a second chance in life, to make the absolute most of it.
550 competitors from 17 nations will make the most of it in September, when Toronto hosts the Invictus Games.
I hope you'll join me as we witness another exciting chapter of this remarkable sporting event.
Prince Harry's vision for Invictus goes well beyond sport. Launched in London 3 years ago, in a relatively short time, it's become an inspiring movement to empower wounded military veterans to get back in the game.
We've seen what Invictus means for some of the troops, some of the military, but I want to understand what it really means for you to have put your name and created something like this.
It kind of all sort of came together, and it was a very easy decision to make, and with a little bit of creativity and a hell of a lot of help from a lot of fantastic people, we managed to get it all off the ground in 2014 for London. But what it means to me is it's my fix. You know, everybody who's in the military and then leaves needs to be connected to something. I've just sort of created my own thing to get them all to come to us, and you know, we got more nations than ever before, 17 nations coming together, and no matter what country they're from, everybody, it's a meeting of minds. Everybody knows what they've been through. Everybody, you've all kind of done similar training. You've probably had similar experiences, and that's what I love.
I think, though, especially for that world, and for anyone who's spent any time at any forward operating bases where you're sort of far enough away from headquarters, it is not a place where there's a lot of emotions, there's a lot of laughter and a lot of anger and excitement, but not a lot of sharing of the demons and things like that. I'm fascinated on the way that you managed, or to bring that out of people so that they could comfortably compete, be part of Invictus, and be comfortable to say out loud, something's wrong.
Whenever anyone's by themselves, that fear of coming forward, whether it's wearing shorts as opposed to trousers because you're a double amputee, or whether it's because of you don't want to talk about your depression, your anxiety, or your post-traumatic stress. If you are one person, it's very, very hard to come forward. But what we've managed to create is a platform and a community of where people and individuals and families as well can all come together and share those experiences and know for themselves that they are not alone, and to know that if they do feel comfortable or decide to speak out, then they're only ever going to have a huge amount of support of everybody around them. These guys and girls, they're ambassadors. They're ambassadors for the services, for their countries, for the injuries that they have. And as bizarre as it sounds, they are still serving. No matter how much their body is in pieces, or whether their mind is all over the place, they are still serving. And therefore, they will do everything they can to make sure that other people, including civilians, mostly civilians in this case, don't go through what they've had to go through. This Invictus Games was always about them, but now what's happened is it's flipped on its head, and all they want to do is put on a show for everybody else and thank everybody for all of the support and all of the funds that has helped them get to where they are now. And what better way than to do it in this year in Canada, in Toronto, with 17 different nations coming together, fighting it out on the battlefield, on the sports field. Sorry, but that's a fair analogy. Do you know what I mean?
It is war when you're out there.
It is war on the battlefield, but I promise you, these guys, they'll knock each other out, or they'll knock each other over in wheelchair rugby and wheelchair basketball. But the person who knocked them out will probably be the first person to pick them up, and that's what sport is about, and that's what these guys and girls are linked by. Is this? We've been on the battlefield together. We fought together. We're now recovering together, and that's what it's all about. And it's our opportunity. We're lucky enough to see them do what they do best.
When we come back, soldiering on.
Prince Harry was sort of pushed aside mainly by me, but also by them.
With a legacy to live up to.
She would put everybody before herself, and at the age of 36, she was taken away.
Stay with us. Prince Harry. Journey to Invictus continues after this.